Previously on the GAA2 Resolve.
Well, imagine if you suddenly found yourself needing the toilet.
The toilet.
I can't go on with this hair. Are you kidding me? I look like a freaking tomato. Reason for dismissal: aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict just prior to his execution. Well, who got executed then? Unless they caught him?
And now back to 3:28 a.m.
Howdy guys, NintendoCapriSun here. Welcome out to GAA2 Resolve. Why am I talking like this? I have no idea where we left off. Why do I don't know, like, we were talking to that prison guy, yeah. Okay, we were doing that. And we discovered some weird things about, oh yeah. There was like, can I look at like the history? Yeah, right, Professor Mikitoba gave us that note on the back of his train ticket. Or not his train ticket, his boat ticket. His 50-day trip boat ticket, nonetheless. That was one thing. There was a couple of other things there. We learned about the professor, and like he escaped from the prison, but apparently somebody on the inside helped him do it. So, man, I have no idea where to go next. Actually, I don't think we unlocked anything. So maybe just go back to home suite and see what's happening there. Let's find out. Oh, we got something. It's the 1st of November. We're back. Hello, you two! Hello, bozos! I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all. Is there anything that you can't do? So that's what's going on now?! What?! Oh, apparently somebody's in my comments now doing a what counter. I appreciate that so much. Oh my god, I should put your name up on screen. My dear fellows. Well, I'll say this much. It looks better than the red. Now he looks like Franzi. A little bit. You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating. Oh, I was going to change his costume. Can I do that, like, right now? Let me see. Can I do that from here? Yes, I can. Okay, yeah. Let me do that for a second. And I'm going to try to figure this out. Because I said I was going to do it, like, 2 videos ago. Unfortunately, I had already recorded the video after it, so... But I think if we go back to title, we might be able to do it from there. Somebody also said maybe I should change Rinosuke and Susudo to their other outfits. Taylor, maybe this is it. Rinosuke, let's see. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're turning that back off. Yeah, there we go. That's the Sholmes we all know it, or the Holmes, rather. Let's see, what is her other outfit? Oh my gosh! Okay. Wow, it almost kind of looks like... Who does that remind me of? I don't know. That doesn't seem right. Oh, wow. So I can be like this crazy dude. Yeah, I might change myself. I don't know if I want to change her, though, because it's a little bit sexual, and I don't really like to look at her that way. Sorry if that disappoints anybody. Maybe if I get used to it or something, like if I think about it. I mean, I'm not going to be thinking about it or anything. Don't worry about that. You know what? Let's just stop while you're behind, before you get more behind. Or you just get behind in general. So, hello! What's up? Yeah, see, there's no way. I couldn't do that. Ugh. It just wouldn't be her anymore. I don't know. Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. Turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application. Application? Jeez. Pray tell me, what of our warder friend have you garnered some new information? Oh boy, I guess you could say that. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest. Well, certainly isn't, but still, we discovered that... Uh-oh. Is it Gregson? Oh, it's you! Drop everything, Sholmes! This is more important! Gina? Oh man. Are you okay? I don't even... Is the dog okay? Wow, I've never seen her like this. I've never seen her like this. What's happened? Clearly a very grave matter indeed. For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever. Look at her. It's the boss. What do you mean? The boss is... No! No! Really? They just found his body, shot with a pistol. Oh my god. That would be like killing off Gumshoe! What are you doing?! You can't be serious. The thought didn't even cross my mind that that would be possible. Like, I thought he was going off to... You know what else? He was on the list, too. He was on that fucking list. The one that they intercepted, the government transmission, that was in the first game, but he was on that list of 4 people. Come in, Matiago. Tell us the whole story. Yes, please do. Oh my god, this is so weird to see her like this. Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... He was really shot? I don't know much about what happened myself yet. They're still there, investigating the scene. Where did this take place? A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street. You've got to be joking. The outskirts of town, nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then. The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there. Huh. The forgotten room, huh? How strange. Isn't that what they said at the beginning? It was something like that? The boss was. He was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I was gonna show him I'd become a proper detective. Oh, Ginny. I don't know why I read that in a normal voice. I can't, this is so not right. You don't do that to Luigi. I'm sorry. You don't fuck with Luigi. Ugh. Anyway, so who did this? She doesn't know who did it. There's no way. They got him already. Oh, they did? Oh! They've caught the shooter so soon? Well, good. Now shoot him. No. A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him. Oh, no. So, this is going to be our client, and they didn't do it, and something else happened. God, I hope it's not like Gregson shot himself or something. I don't think he would do that. I still can't believe it myself. Gina? What is she about? She's about to say something that's gonna... I almost don't want to know. No, okay. Oh, what the... Oh, okay, here we go. It's just like Case 4 of the first game. We get to defend the prosecutor. Oh, man. I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings, y'all. Unnecessary, I'm telling you. So, wait a minute, you don't mean... They've arrested Lord Van Zeeks for it? Is he gonna sit in his full attire in that room like Edgy did? Like Edgy did. That's right, that Reaper bloke's gonna shot the boss. No. Lord Van Zeeks? No. Maybe it's his brother and he's still alive. Jeez, I don't know. Apparently Diana just finished this game last night. She sent me a message like, oh, I can't wait to talk about this with you. Dude, I can't either. I can't wait to see it. Oh my god. Like, if this is Case 4, what's Case 5 gonna be? Are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Brock Van Zeeks the police have arrested? They should know better. I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. You didn't see him shoot the guy, though, right? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But there were witnesses, and they're all saying it was him. So you mean... Oh, this feels very Case 1-4 here so far. Multiple witnesses. Next thing you know, Lotta Hart's gonna come strolling in. Or Lotta Hart's grandma or something. They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room. Well, I don't mean squad! But there's no way Lord Van Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it either. Neither do I. What about Doc? Does he believe it?
I don't believe it!
Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank you for informing us, Miss Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry. What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing. Yeah, well, it's just a common courtesy, you know. It's cool. Well, anyway. I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come and all, as soon as you can. You gotta help. You bet I will. Man. Like, even though she had the job and everything, she still kind of had that sass about her. But that singer like that was just astoundingly bizarre. It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all took haggard. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are just almost too much for the nerves. Mr. Holmes. Wow. What use is there in being a great detective if I failed to see something like this coming, How could I let this happen to Gregson? To Gregson! I mean, there wasn't. You can't be around them 24 hours a day. I think I've had this discussion, too. Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations. Of course, yes, we will, too. We'll all investigate in our own way. Then we'll come back home and we'll compare notes. It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. He won't listen to me. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. No! I was just gonna sit down and play more Tears of the Kingdom. I got 120 shrines, man. All I need is a few more hours. Inspector Gregson, dead. And Lord Van Zeeks, dead. No, I'm just kidding. Rudo, Susie, I've called you a handsome. It's waiting outside. Good for you. Thanks, Iris. You're a champion. We'll see. Well, shall we, Miss Susido? Yes. Oh man, I could examine. This is not the time to examine. We gotta go, man. The taxi's outside. It's waiting. Let's go, prison. Oh my god. I can't believe they must have known what they were doing here. There he is, still in his attire. A sexy man just doesn't wait to be sexy. You know, he just has to be all the time. There he is, Lord Maul behind bars. Lord Maul. So it's true, he really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Well, maybe we can get out of here before he does. Lord Van Zeeks? Oh, God. Oh, please don't look over here, but do, but don't, but do! Hi. Huh, fancy meeting you here. There's your one trance fancy, don't let me down. Last place on Earth I'd like to be, with the last person on Earth I'd like to see. Oh, please. Couldn't very well not come. Yeah, I know. I know. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was... Go home. This has nothing to do with you. But... oh god, this just... I can't believe I stopped when I did. Oh man, it would have been even harder to stop if I'd learned that. Oh my god. Forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but I must disagree. This is not about opinions. This is... I'm in jail. And you're not good enough. Oh, Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. I love how she's not even remotely insinuating that he did it. There's really nothing I can tell you. Or were you just reading in the back of the cell there? Is it something related to the case? This? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Who might that be? Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Harebrain. Oh. Yeah. Keep forgetting they went to the same university, yeah. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? Okay. It didn't look like a very long letter. What is it you want to know? Well, where do I even start? Good lord. I mean, let's face it. Lord Van Zeeks never minces his words. He only minces meat. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Yeah, man. Oh. Seriously? They are actually doing this. What happened? Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zeeks? What happened? Oh, man. How much do you already know? Ooh. Good question. Why do you always answer a question with a question? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street. and that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Just like before, just like Lotta Hart did. But she didn't see crap. Neither did these people. Then you are well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. Oh, great. It's gonna turn out he passed out or something. But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I mean, he could have. Like if there was maybe 2 gunshots. Oh, here we go though, you know, that's what happened before. I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I walk alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened. I wouldn't have expected him to. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? Well, I don't need to answer that. He's going to meet somebody, probably. Oh. After all, you're not representing me. Oh. But, yeah, he's gonna need a lawyer just like I'm gonna need one. We're all gonna need one. Your defense. Edgeworth didn't make it easy. This guy's not going to either. Who is going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zeeks? Oh my gosh! Oh my god, what if... But that wouldn't... I was gonna say maybe he gets Asogi to represent him? Because, like, he was a defense lawyer before all this crap. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet? Well, I don't know, though. He ran off, didn't he? He's, like, missing for a day or something. Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. Yeah, but I've done, like, 4 of them already! But this is different. In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Well, I'm glad this is not like some case where, oh, he's got a perfect record, you know? That would just be boring. Of them, 16 subsequently died. Holy crap. Okay. That's a bad track record right there. I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. Trying to... You know what, never mind. You probably know what I was thinking. But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you? Well, no. But somebody wants the public to think that. It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. Come to a heart? Come to a head? What does he mean by that? The way he put his hand over his chest, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reading too much into the body language. That would be nothing new in my case, though. After the trial, Professor Herring was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought. Well, he can still write you a letter from Germany. It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. Yeah, we were there. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Let's hope so. Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean? You mean? Oh, I totally read that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day. That's right? Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. I knew that. I knew this was Tokyo. So Professor Herring is safely back in Germany now? He is. Well, if that's what you have to do every time you... I don't know. Every time you try to prosecute somebody and you lose, then you have to turn around and make it so that they're safe. I don't know. There's something about this whole situation. So it appears our conversation has run dry. You're not the only one. There was a 2-second silence, that's all. Yeah, I know. You were trying to think of some way to make sense of this, weren't you? Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you. But maybe I'd like to defeat you. So, I don't know. I was wondering, Lord Van Zeeks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you. You still on about that shit? I told you, son. Stay away from it. You trust me, do you? Yeah. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. These unnecessary feelings, I'm telling you, how many times? It's a very gracious offer, however... I trust no one. What? Not the police, not the judiciary, and it's sure as hell not you. But please. Please? I have no intention of engaging your services. You'll change your mind, I'm sure. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a case for it, man. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. You need to fill it up with pee. I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Well, you're gonna be disappointed then, and neither of us will waste any more time. Well, go back to reading your letter. By candlelight. Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper. You say dig a little deeper in a shot of a jail cell? How can you not think of Investigations 2 here? Case 2. Oh my god. To find out more about Lord Van Zeeks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. We should get over there. Alright. Oh, nothing else to do here but move. Fresno Street Room. Man, I love these really, like, simple murder scenes where it's, like, in a room. Just, you don't know. Oh boy. And it kind of looks like that guy in the picture, doesn't it? It's probably not. Oh, jeez, they're trying to work it out. Oh my god, I would so sleep here. I mean, if you filled it up with furniture. This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people would find their way down this back street. Back, alright. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened, then. Well, who was renting it? That would be question number one. So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life. And also, what was he doing here? And the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. Ugh. That chalk line looks very unnatural. Looks like he was in the fetal position or something. I don't see Mr. Holmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere. Or he could be in the next room. Oi, what do you think you're doing there? Uh-oh. Every one of them drawers is going to be taken right out, so you can't look underneath at all. Wait a minute, you can look underneath and all. Okay. I can't read. She's just bossing him around, man, I'll tell you what. I want the space above the ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too. Blimey! Ain't you lot ever gonna go over the house looking for dough when the owners are out of town? Yeah. Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques that she wants everyone to adopt. Well, I mean, you gotta have experience in the area. So you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself. Hello again, Gina. Hello, Mario. Holmes has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. What did he do? He went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking that. Wait, that hat of his, and then just started. Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean? Boy, he's fast. I wonder what wonderful deductions he came up with. He didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me. Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Get in line, pal. Listen, Otto. Uh-oh. You're a lawyer, right? Yeah, last time I checked. Why? Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you? Well, do you want to tell her or should I? Yeah, I know. I can see why, though. Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zeeks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I don't care. I suppose you're right, yeah? Go on then, Otto. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here. Thank you, Gina. Thank goodness. Ugh. Wait, are we gonna converse here? Oh, jeez. Kinda want to examine first, actually. What the hell, man? Oh, excuse me. Oh, Inspector Dude, what's up, dude? I'm actually the bailiff, but I'm also here as a police officer. Poor man. I can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset. I'm not upset, dude. I'm just, you know, looking at this bulletin board over here. What is this? This looks like some sort of notice board or something. And it's absolutely bonkers, and it's not bad. Covered in scraps of paper. I don't suppose that has anything to do with... I don't know why I keep bringing up that stupid list, man, but I'm telling you, it's gonna come up eventually. I just want to be ready for it when it does. This, you mean? It's an autopsy report, is it not? These are case notes here, and details of prison inmates. Yeah. In fact, they're all sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. Oh. Maybe he was working, like, in secret here, and somebody found him? What on earth went on in this room? Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, and this one here. Oh, yes. The advertisement, you mean. To the red-headed lady. Oh, that? Oh, no. Why? What's that doing here? Did Inspector Gregson dye his hair, too? Oh, I'd love to see that. So maybe somebody got a picture of it. Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason. What if maybe Holmes and Gregson were working together and he hasn't told us that yet? That would explain why the article was here. Maybe a little bit. It's a picture. Well, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members. Ah! Oh. It's gonna be somebody we recognize. It's all like, this is what happens though. Everything always starts coming together. Like every other moment is just like a mind-blowing holy shit. Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head. They are! Look, Mr. Naruhodo, they're popping! Please, press them back in! Oh. Shit. I feel like this... Yeah? She was just talking to us not that long ago. She's the one that has the boobings. Oh, somebody also told me that's called like a mesh top or something like that. So, yeah. Of course she's familiar. We met her only this morning. Ah, it's Evie. Miss Vigil. Evie Vigil, yeah. This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Miss Vigil in here? That's... Well, to be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped. So her husband... You know what? Let's just keep going. I'm sorry to say, I had no idea either. The framed photograph has been entered into the court record. Photographic print of a smiling Miss Vigil. Is it important that she's smiling? She kind of looks like the Mona Lisa. In her younger years, also, yeah. It's found on a desk at the scene of the crime. I mean, it seems like somebody was living here. Or at the very least, working from here. Fireplace? Does it spin around? An empty fireplace makes a room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it? It's thick with dust. Look. I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time. In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather. Or nobody lived here at all, and merely visited when the occasion arose. That's what I'm thinking. I would like to say which is more likely. Well, does it? I don't know if it matters. No, that's right. It's one or the other. It is indeed. Is that a stool? No. Wait, we can look in on the right side here. I guess we can try... Oh, there's like 3 cops in here. Want to try this one? Oh, excuse me, sir. Yo, dude, I got the mustache. Sorry, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. We have 0 visibility. Too many tears, sir. Oh, no. Right, because they, like, worked with him. Or perhaps the lady there worked him. Wait, that's a gun. That is a gun. Yeah, and that's a doll? Well, let's talk to the third guy first. Excuse me. If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things at the yard. I've interrupted some deep thoughts there. I see a wig, too. Okay, what about the window first? Somebody's very haphazardly nailed these boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore. Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least still let in some light. Oh, you could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Well, he doesn't live here anymore. There's still some broken glass up here, though. So, does somebody jump out of the window and then somebody else boarded it up? Wait a minute. Is this like that case in Danganronpa 2 with the, you know, the girls in the school, the one that the video game is based on? I don't know. Alright, gun first. This is presumably the murder weapon, then. Oh my! It is real, I suppose. I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan. I really know very little about them. Must be nice. There's one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire shot! No. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Well, not if you shot the wall. Slightly safer to just ask someone whom I know, I think. The killer's revolver. Yeah. I'll tell you. Okay, doll? Is that what that is? Oh, what's this? It's not like a voodoo doll of a policeman, is it? It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way. Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson? It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Zeeks playing with something like that. It is indeed. Man, it's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case. Yes, I think we should. It is rather delightful, after all, in a way. Small and rather endearing model of a British policeman found at the scene of the crime on Fresno Street. Fresno? 2 months beginning tomorrow afternoon. I gotta spend my whole summer in Fresno. Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing. It's like a red wig. Funnily enough, neither can I. Neither can I. It's a hairpiece, isn't it? It is. It is! A bright red hairpiece. And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it? Oh! And it's such a flame-colored red, too. Yeah, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it? Yes, it is. Exactly. This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it. Oh, no. And we just saw him this morning, or earlier, his hair was mysteriously blue. Now we find a red hairpiece here. I do not like where this is going. But also I do. Yeah, what is with that? So I suppose this is where the victim... That's right, the rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away, and would probably be under Dr. Seitz's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week. From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Yeah. You feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you just seen a ghost. I know it's just a rope, but... Well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it. Ugh. Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality. That is a quote right there, let me tell you. So we've done it. Let's see, we got candelabra. Oh great, another one of these. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off. Yeah, there's wax spattered on the wall behind, look. Huh. Suppose if a bullet had hit it. It does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body. Really? Well, if that were the case, it would have had to be like at an upward angle then, right? Like maybe the person who shot was either sitting or lying down? Is this going to be another one of those things where, oh, he pushed him and then the other person shot? And, top one of the candles appears to have been blown off. So we're actually going with that. That's been blown off. Huh. I mean, that seems like kind of an assumption to say that, but... Because, like, there's a million ways you could break a candle. Possibly even 1,000,001. So we've already looked at all this. Well, I guess we have to talk to Gina. Haven't really done that yet, so... I reckon that's the next thing on the agenda here. Alright, Converse. Converse! There, are you wearing Converse? I don't know, I don't care. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place? That's what I want to know. Me too. It's what? Half a year since I got out of the clink. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Oh yeah, Mr. Holmes twisted the inspector's arms and agreed to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Yeah, I can tell by the way these police are, like, really broken up over it. They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that. He did? Yep, and ever since then, he's had a target on his back. He started going out on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what half the cases he's working on are, apparently. Huh. Not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? Oh god, sorry about the cuts. I suddenly got a case of the yawns here. I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all, and look where that landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fella, were his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the man. Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke. Didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard. Well, there you go. He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper. Oh, man, another yawn, jeez. I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people who are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Alright, I mean, why else would you even still be here? Unless you believed that that was all a bunch of hootenanny, a bunch of hoo-ha. Crime scene. I've already looked at it, but tell me about it. Where's this place then? Does anybody live here? Can we, like, is there a landlord we can talk to? Apparently it's being rented by some cove called Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone. My god, I can't see the name Boone without thinking of the guy in Lost, played by Ian Somerhalder. Hugh Boone. That's a hilarious name, though. It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name that... Funny you should say that. Jeez. No spoilers. Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. So it's probably a surname, right? Like a fake name. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, if ever. Right, all the lads from the yard piled on to get stuck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves. That's almost kind of hilarious. Well, there's a lot on that bulletin board, I'll tell you what. I do wonder. Yes, Miss Susato. Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? Okay, that's a good possibility. How could that be? It's called using a fake name, you silly. Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. Yeah! That is so cool. I never even considered that. Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? Well, if you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it. We should really investigate this place in detail. Well, we kind of beat you to the punch on that. Would Inspector Gregson happen to be... I was going to say, is he like that lady's husband? But no, because we saw a picture of him, and there's no... Definitely not. But why does he have a picture of her here? If it's him, though. Because that's the thing, maybe it's not him. The incident. She could be like his sister or something. I see that's where the poor inspector was found, over there. Yup. Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently, the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's blowing one of the candles apart completely. Oh, shoot. And the gun used is there on the floor. It's the Reaper's in it. No denying that. What? Really? It couldn't be. How do you know that? Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stab me with them big white eyes. You know. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know about much guns myself. I don't know about much guns myself. I really just read that way. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why didn't you ask him? A bigwig... Oh no, is a strong heart. Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot. But I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they probably told them to go away while they investigate. Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. Ah. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling. Oh, you bet. Do you think we might be able to speak with those street assholes ourselves? No, they're not the assholes. I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping around for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all. So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Would it be those two people who came in the office this morning? We have to do it this way, right? Okay, start with the gun. Gina, what do you make of this? Oh, here's my nothing to see here answer, by the way. What is that evidence? Worked something out about what happened, have you? Oh, no, not exactly. I just figured out that somebody got shot. That's about all I know. I ain't been long enough in the job to get all this deducting business yet. But I swear I'm gonna let that person who did this to the boss. Gonna get them, I think is what she was saying. You know anything about this? What do you make of this? Nope, nothing. Okay. Oh, she has something to say about this. Oh, that business. Yep, Inspector Lestrade. Yes, soon I'd get that one buttoned up. Oh, really? Thought it was Mr. Holmes who led that pair into a trap, wasn't it? Listen, Otto. It ain't easy going from East End Dive to Scotland Yard detective, right? But anyway, it's all part of the charm, isn't it? Been a bit loose with the truth when it helps. That's wrong for so many reasons. Maybe I should get Iris to write stories about me. Oh, the adventures of Inspector Lestrade. Well, you know, it could happen. Maybe someday. Have a look at my armband, will you? This armband is proof, in Japan at least, that I'm a defense lawyer. Doesn't mean shit here. And this badge is proof that I'm a detective. I think I presented this to her already. Okay, I think we'd seen that already, actually. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, so that's all for that. There wasn't anything else to look at here. I'm just gonna make double sure. I don't think there was. I was gonna say maybe take some of this stuff over to the prison and try presenting it to Van Zeeks. But, I haven't really been here for a while. Let me try this place first. I don't know, though. Every conversation with this guy is usually pretty boring, so I'm going cautiously optimistic here. You've made good time. Took an express... Oh god, he's talking to somebody. Took an express train back to London. Who is this? I can hear Lord Strongheart. Can you? Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone. Someone who just... Oh! He's back! Is everything in place? What? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. That sounds rather evil. Huh, it's... My... Why are... that's weird how that Van Zeeks was standing there a minute ago and that was the same exact sort of pose. Was he trying to get rid of Van Zeeks to replace him with someone younger and hotter so that he had more sex appeal so he could talk people into joining his dictatorship or whatever? Your timing is impeccable! Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to do. You're on to me! No doubt you have heard the sickening news. Yep. About the Reaper's latest devilry. Not delivery. Not DiGiorno. Sure it's been not DiGiorno. I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Van Zeeks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson? I don't give a shit personally. I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zeeks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective. Yeah, he totally did it. Oh, maybe not directly, but good lord. It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. So does that mean the trial is tomorrow? Why are you doing that? Precisely, Lee. In fact, this is a fine job opportunity for introductions. Job opportunity is my word for job opportunity, by the way. I don't know if anybody knew that, but it was a typo I made once, and I've stuck with it ever since. Kazuma. Oh, but of course, you're already acquainted, aren't you? What a coinky-dink. Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution. What?! You're kidding, right? Well, I guess somebody had to be the prosecutor, though. I had this weird feeling, too. Because he was like his apprentice. He was probably teaching him all the ropes. Oh, this is messed up. This would be like if Mia was a prosecutor. Like, imagine that. Jeez. As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of Lao. Huh. Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor? He's just standing there. He's just standing there perfectly straight like a toy soldier. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Oh my god, no. He looks like those knights in Dungeons of Daggereth. Like his stance with the legs perfectly apart. Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, the entire world! Yes, again! There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock. Wait, what? Are you saying Kazuma is the Reaper himself? Oh, no, he's saying... Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind. Quite so, the public want answers about the Reaper! He means the Reaper like Van Zeeks in the defense's box. That's what he means. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths. But Lord Van Zeeks firmly denies any involvement in such matters. Yeah, well, that's crap. There have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent. I know, I tried to get rid of those, but... Oh, that's certainly true. Or it has been, at least until now. No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history. Forget about all that crap I said yesterday. Ugh, prosecutor Asogi. How do you do this? How do you take my friend away from me and turn him into a prosecutor? You gotta be kidding me. So Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow. That's right. But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart. Are you crazy? Yes. Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. Yeah, like, I always thought, like, if you knew how to defend, you would also know how to prosecute, because don't you have to know both sides to really function? I don't know. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. Not really. But we saw well, yeah, that was Trials and Tribulations, so... As I say, like, Edgeworth took up the defense. Man, I'm spoiling way too much here. Well, of course, I assume if you're watching this, you probably played all those games anyway. I sure have now. I have no doubt that all that Kazuma will be razor sharp as a prosecutor. Sharp as his hair, let me tell you. But why Kazuma-sama? But why Cathay? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain. Yeah, but not as sexy as me. It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this? Why would you want to prosecute the guy who's been, like, helping you out, though? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? Did you see the way his shoulders kind of stiffened when he said that? Or am I just imagining that? I don't know, man. Although the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation. Oh, I'll talk him into it. Don't you worry. It's what I do. I'm surprised such a personal request to have been upheld. Yeah, well, it seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact. You are quite right, Miss Mikatoba. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. Yeah. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks. And let me tell you, if we lose this case, I am screwed, so you better just back off, pal. So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution? Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. Man, they were trying so hard to recreate that spirit of justice when Phoenix, you know, does what he does in that game. Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. Whatever it is, I'm sorry, okay? Whatever happened, I apologize. Apology will not give me back my honor. Well, neither will this. In their eyes, it will. Oh yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Zeeks? Yes! Oh, that's a new pose! That would be is this? I don't think I've seen him do this before. That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene. So, Gina? Well, the thing is, the detective... Oh, she wasn't sure. So she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know. Ah. This is straight to the top here. That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct. Come on, Daniel. Be tough. It's certainly a motto that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine. Well, so does Kazuma have one? In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim. Yeah, exactly. No, Gregson had his gun on his person. What about Lord Van Zeeks? He claims it's currently not in his possession. What? According to his story, he lost it. Excuse me. In short, it's more than a little suspicious. But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his. Yeah, you tell that asshole. No, of course not. Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks. Oh man, oh man. I wonder, do I need to present anything here? I don't know. Do you know anything about this red hairpiece, mister? Can I show you this, Lord Strongheart? How dare you show me that crap? I'm the Lord Chief Justice. I'm not here to offer advice about crap like that. Oh. Especially when the evidence in question is so dull. Ah, so that's the real reason. Oh wait, penned by Dr. Mikitoba, I see. It's been 10 long years. But you remember my father, do you? Sort of. Certainly I remember him. And the 2 other visiting students. The Yanagarasu. Of course, Mikitoba was assigned to the hospital laboratory, so we rarely met. Jigoku, on the other hand, studied our justice system under my personal supervision. Well, how did he turn out so cool? As I said, that was 10 years ago now. That's a long time. That's easy to become cool in 10 years. But I'm pleased to see they both made names for themselves in their particular disciplines. Very good. Do you know this guy? Nope. If I examine, is it going to let me examine him? Oh god, it is. There's a man standing here. What's up with him? I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. Has your memory completely returned? Yes, completely. I remember everything. Including what I was coming here to do. Right. There must be something he didn't tell us. I don't know. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia? It was the voice. La voz. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. That's it? It was that voice that guided me here to London. Like a literal voice? Like maybe somebody planted something in your ear that just played those words over and over again? Maybe you got brainwashed or something. No, I don't know if it's that, but... Anyway, my memory might have returned to me. But there's something that won't return to the way it was before. That's our friendship. It is fucking. I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. I don't know about this voice, it just seems like, you know, sort of evil a little bit. Like, I don't think he is. I'm sure by the end of this we'll be smooching, but in the meantime, doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Thanks for nothing then, man. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our Empire's history. There's much you could learn from the pubic gallery. The what? Okay. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
Wait, what? What? Before you go, Renosuke. Oh, what is it? Please say something nice. I need to feel something good. I just wanted to thank you. Yes! I feel good. I feel so good. Kazuma-sama, what? You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection. You always were intent on studying British law in order to change your own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you. Well, now I'm not dead, so it's even better. But I had another purpose for coming here. Oh! There's one last little tidbit here before we go to the trial. I actually have a favor to ask. Oh, which is, he wants me to lose! Lose the trial tomorrow, on purpose, because I don't believe I can win. Oh, he wants me to... Okay, yeah, because we haven't really officially taken on the role yet, have we, of defense? We still have to get approval from Zeeks, so yeah, the trial's not coming just yet. Right in front of me as the defense counsel. Wait, let me reread that. I kind of lost the impact with what I said there. This trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends, right in front of me as the defense counsel. Why? What could possibly be so important? I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zeeks would never put his fate in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. Oh god. Oh god. Whoa! Oh, he's so cute! He's so cute! No, I'm just kidding. That's actually him. And that must be Clint and Gregson? Yeah. In a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it. Yeah, man. We've never seen him smile before. Oh, that's totally Clint, right? So I'll present this picture to him and he'll agree to take my defense. Just like how we presented the thing to Edgeworth and he took my defense. I don't remember how we did it, but we did it. It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. Which one? In Gregson's office, you mean? Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. Gregson's photograph has been entered into the court record. Oh, man. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Just hurry, Renosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? Oh my god. We're probably going to end up going into the trial halfway into the next video. I'm already past an hour here. So, yeah. Boy, howdy. Ooh, this just took a step up here. I'm definitely not forgetting where I was when we get back to this tomorrow. Or next time I record. Okay, so next time on Great Ace Attorney, we go talk to Van Zeeks and convince him to let us defend him. Because he deserves it, and we love him. Bye.